UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. It's just about 3 feet away. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we are at the third.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt on the table. That putt went a bit long there. In she goes. Let's head to the next. She's currently tied for 5th. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Oh, that's a bonus. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Oh, that was mashed. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Now pace this off. She's looking around 185.
Opting for the 5-iron. She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, that's too bad.
That will drive you bats.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Rickie Fowler as well.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
A bit too much pace on that one.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. It's tracking. That gets the job done. Currently a couple under for the event. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Oh, well done. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just one shot back now. Quality shot, that one. And this putt to move into a share of first place. Ooh, right by the hole. And this one is for her par. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to tee off on the 11th. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. 4 feet to the cup. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. Going with the 5-iron here. Needs this one to kick right. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Now checking in on the standings, they're currently tied for first place with Justin Thomas. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, she's looking at 145 from the flag. Look out left.
Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. This one's for birdie. Oh, just missed. And down it goes. And now they're sitting in second, 1 spot behind our leader, Justin Thomas. Wow, that was just striped. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Only 1 shot off the pace. Going with the 6-iron here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently a shot off the lead. Well, that'll play. And right to the top of the leaderboard after that effort. Moments like that deserve another look.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's get back to it, shall we? And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by a stroke. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Playing from around 210 yards here.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, my. What a shot that was. Right at it. That's well played. Pin high. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Now at the 17th hole. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Going with the hybrid. Nicely done. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler?
Went straight down.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Great looking shot, this. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last.
She knows if she can get this putt to drop, she'll win the event.
And this is what's in front of them to win the Serenity Champ. You can mark that down as a victory. She'll claim it with all her heart.
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole. Yeah, this is lovely.
That's nicely done. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course.
Lexi Thompson currently on top of this one.
The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4, measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Putting for birdie. Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot.
The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And this putt coming up for her par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers.
The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Should find the green here. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Nice little sand shot there. Came real close. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take her to 2 under. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie.
This should play.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointing to say the least.
You like that, didn't you? As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
And back to the course with the live action. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Currently 2 under for the event. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out. What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, is a worthy competitor this week.
She's got a par putt here. Let's see if she can make it. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
How close was that to going down? And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take it to 3 under. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Wonderfully played. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. Looking for another birdie here.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
She's currently tied for first.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Oh, that tee shot was absolutely pumped. That's given them a look for eagle, Rich.
That's exactly what I had done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big stick.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to... That was a gallant attempt. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par. And at the end of that hole, she's now broken the tie. Now our clear leader.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach in 2.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. There's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with long of this green.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Outstanding approach shot. A birdie putt awaits.
So far, so good.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will move her to 7 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Birdied their last hole.
Oh, well played.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
And with this putt, she can win the event. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the sixth. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the sixth green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
This putt is of 9 feet.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Oh, that's a ripper. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the third. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice line. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 1 stroke off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Well done. Take the birdie.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Going with the 7. Oh, absolutely flushed. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
in the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Oh, so close, but an easy par. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Looking at a par 5 here. Oh, that is bombed. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. This one might roll into the rough. Setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
She's paced it. She's read it. It's 11 feet.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, she'll move to 4 under par. Here's Will Zalatoris. Wow, what a save.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Going with the 5-wood. Okay, that'll work. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Leading by a shot after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Just needs this one to kick right.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Putting for birdie here.
Like the look of this one. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take her to 5 under. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he's set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. On the tee of a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here. I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
She's currently sitting in 1st place. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
Currently 7 under for the round. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. From about 100 yards. Currently leading by 2. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, not much to sweat there. Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
That's heading for the fairway. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
This one is chewing fiber.
This putt is about 8 feet. Oh, so close. This is a par putt. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. How good was that bunker shot? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole. That should find the sand. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Well, safe on the surface. Maybe it's time to hole a long-range bomb. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Okay, let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Leading by a couple after that hole. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway. Pretty good shot there.
Getting ready to play their third.
back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, that reminds me when DJ holed out in Memphis to win the tournament. I hope your reaction's better than that.
Yeah, I like that. Going out in style, just like you want to.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
And back to the play, shall we? Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. This one's looking good. Oh, what a super shot. Currently 1 under for the event. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhole Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing out these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Let's return to live play now. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Time for the second shot here at the 4.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Just hammered that through the line. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close.
She finds herself in a share of 5th. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Just 1 off the lead after that hole.
Time to tee off at the 6th.
Wow, that was just striped.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Just 1 stroke off the lead.
Opting for the 5-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Currently a couple under for the round. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Oh, sensational. She striped that.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Going with the 7.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place. What a disappointment. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front nine with possibly an eagle 3.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Well, this player's pretty much come out of nowhere, crept in the lead ever so quietly. I'm interested to see how they perform over this final 9 holes and see if they can keep it up for the rest of the tournament.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row. And never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. And that puts her in first place. The 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, get in. Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, 13th. It's unlucky for some, Rich.
Awesome stuff.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
That's a great putt to make. She's on fire today and is building her advantage.
And that will take her to 8 under. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
We've arrived at a par 5.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. Opting for the 5-wood. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we?
Let's get back to it, shall we?
And here we are with the third shot.
Wow. Oh, that almost went in. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Now, 5 shots up after that hole. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Well, let's see if they can roll off that birdie at the last. Lovely momentum here.
This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
This is Justin Rose.
Atta boy, good shot.
Okay, time to return to the action. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Going with the 8-iron here.
This one is all over it.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Now at 11 under for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Going and going and going.
Second shot here on the 17th.
Ooh, that almost went down.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Good looking shot this. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Opting for the 3-wood. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
A chance for her to win the event here.
They've made it back in the winner's circle, Rich.
Oh, absolutely. Sunday fun day. Let's go find the winner and spend the check, baby.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back 9, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin.
Hello everyone, Luke Elver here alongside my boy Rich Beam, and this week we find ourselves on the coast of North Carolina at the Old Marina Club. Let's get into it, Rich. Take us through the home opener.
Opening hole, pretty gentle, par 4, 439 yards. Couple of bunkers down the right-hand side, 250 and 280. Just avoid those. Bail out to the left-hand side. Second shot, slightly back up the hill. Green kind of tilts from right to left. A lot of bunkers surrounding this green, but still not an overly difficult opening hole.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
She finds herself in a share of third. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. A wonderful shot, and a chance for birdie here at the second. Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Oh, that's a sensational moment. Mark that down as a highlight today. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. And the third hole here at Old Marina Golf Club looks very familiar, Rich. Par 4, playing 444 yards.
Luke, if you're a fan of Pebble Beach Golf Links, you're absolutely going to love this hole. Just 444 yards from the back tees. Driver really isn't necessary, as there is out of bounds over on the right-hand side that comes into play in a hurry. Just avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side. Find the fairway. Second shot plays slightly uphill. It actually looks like an infinite edge pull. It's really difficult to judge distance control with that second shot. Still a great hole, one that you dearly love to make birdie on.
11 feet to the cup. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Now with the honour on a par 5. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it.
This is how you do it 7 days a week.
Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
And now we go to the 6th, where this happened just a moment ago. Lining up for his third now.
That's a great shot by Will Zalatoris. That was all over the flag from the moment he struck it.
Oh, good look at birdie here. Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to the cup.
She's got a nice look at par here.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
Here we are at the 6th hole.
sitting at -3, currently leading. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That was special. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Let's take a look back at this just moments ago.
4th shot here.
And back to the course with the live action. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Currently tied for the lead. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 4 under. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Ouch, that hurts. Yep, well done. And she's our leader.
Nicely done.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
5 feet coming up to the cup. Ooh. Putting for a par now. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Here's Lydia Ko. Let's return to live play now. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
It starts off on a good line.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Well struck. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
That was a narrow miss. Okay, that hole's behind you now. Now leading by 1 shot. This hole is a par 3. Opting for the 6-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one. Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's always a flusher.
This is very well done from long range.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Nicely done. What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
This one is right down the pipe. Well, there's action aplenty all over the course. Let's have a look at this highlight from another player.
Third shot now.
Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's dialed in. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. She's a top quality player, this one. Playing from around 160 yards. Currently leading by 2. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. A birdie putt awaits. That was a gallant attempt. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
This putt is about 8 feet. That did everything but drop. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Time for the second shot at the 17th.
This one heading to the bunker.
Getting ready to play their third. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Lining up the birdie putt here. Okay, steady now. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That will work. Currently at 7 under for the day. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Well, Rich, I'm in awe. Just how well are they playing?
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
Rich, there are some victories that stand out in your mind, and this one for me seems to be like that. That was a high-quality performance under all that duress.
They played well when the pressure was at its greatest. I have to say, getting the job done with that amount of pressure on him, it was awesome.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Putting for birdie here. That's inside the range.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.